Are you familiar with this feeling? It's evening. The day has flown by in an instant. You're tired, but you can't say exactly what you spent your energy on. Your head is foggy with snippets of news, short videos, other people's thoughts, and an endless feed. It seems like you were terribly busy, but you didn't get anything important done. Life slips through your fingers like sand. Now imagine a man entering your room. He is dressed in a Roman toga, his gaze calm and piercing. He looks at your smartphone, at the open YouTube tab, at the to-do list you never started, and says, "We complain about the brevity of life, but we behave as if it will never end." This man's name is Lucius Annaeus Seneca. He was a Roman Stoic philosopher who lived 2,000 years ago. His essay on the shortness of life is perhaps the most powerful and brutally honest message written for our time. For a generation of burnout, procrastination, and digital noise, today we won't just analyze Seneca's ideas. We'll conduct a shocking experiment. We'll analyze his philosophy through the prism of the tool that is consuming your attention right now, through the platform on which you're watching this video. Yes, we will talk about time using the language of YouTube, because how we behave here is a perfect mirror of how we live our lives. And you will be surprised at how accurately the features, buttons, and algorithms of this platform describe the pitfalls Seneca warned about. Are you ready to look into this mirror? Seneca's main thesis sounds like a slap in the face. He says, life is not short. We make it short. We do not live. We merely exist. We do not spend time. We allow it to be stolen from us. Seneca introduces the concept of preoccupati, busy people. These are not people who work hard for a noble cause. Number. Busy people are those who are mired in vanity. Their lives are a series of meaningless activities, a pursuit of others' approval, a waste of energy on things that do not matter. They prepare to live, but never begin. Now let's open the YouTube homepage. What do we see here? This interface is the ideal model of the world for a busy person. Let's recall the basic principle underlying the platform, as stated in the official help section. For unauthorized users, the homepage displays the most popular videos on the platform. Think of this phrase as a metaphor. An unauthorized user is a person without a purpose, without values, without understanding what they want from life. And what does the world offer them? Whatever is popular. Trends, rumors, entertainment that most people like. They are fed content that they did not choose, but that the crowd chose for them. This is the life of a busy person according to Seneca. They live by inertia, consuming what their environment feeds them. He worries about what is fashionable, not what is important. He reacts to external stimuli instead of acting from within. He is an unauthorized user in his own life. But what happens when we log into our account? The platform begins to recognize us. The home page and search results are personalized based on our preferences and activity, views, likes, subscriptions. The algorithm creates a comfortable bubble for us. It shows us more of what we have already clicked on. And here lies the second, even more insidious trap for the busy person. If your activity is mindless consumption of entertainment content, the algorithm will helpfully build a digital prison for you out of that content. It will endlessly feed you cheap dopamine, reinforcing your bad habits. Your personalized feed becomes an echo chamber for your own procrastination. Seneca would say, you are busy, but with what? studying the lives of celebrities, watching funny videos, arguing in the comments. You are spending your only irreplaceable currency, time, on something that will not make you wiser, happier, or better. Seneca was obsessed with the idea of self-analysis. He urged people to ask themselves every evening, what flaw have I eradicated in myself today? What vice have I fought against? In what ways have I improved? It was a kind of daily report on how time had been spent. We have a tool for such a report. It is much more accurate and ruthless than our memory. In the YouTube interface, it is called History. According to the Help section, this section contains a list of videos you have watched and allows you to manage your viewing history, searches, and comments. I suggest that right now, perhaps after watching this video, you take one bold step. Open your YouTube viewing history. Rewind a week, a month. This isn't just a list of videos, it's a document. It's a record of where the hours of your one, unique, finite life have gone. Ask yourself, looking at this list, is this the life I want to live? Did this content develop me or dull my mind? Was this time an investment in myself or an irretrievable waste? The answer can be frightening because, as Seneca wrote, we guard our property and money, but we do not value time at all, being generous only in the one thing where stinginess is useful. Your viewing history is a receipt showing how easily you give away your most valuable asset. But there is another feature that is just as interesting, the Watch Later playlist. The official description reads, a playlist for videos that the user has saved to watch in the future. Oh, what a brilliant metaphor for procrastination. Watch Later is the digital embodiment of the phrase, I'll start living on Monday. We fill this playlist with our best intentions. We save videos that promise to make us better, smarter, more productive. And in doing so, we deceive ourselves. We think we have already taken a step toward development, but we have only postponed it. Seneca criticizes people who live in the future. He writes, the biggest obstacle to life is expectation, which clings to tomorrow and destroys today. Your Watch Later playlist is a graveyard of your good intentions. It is a collection of lives you could have lived but put off until later. And then, as we know, later often never comes. Life does not happen in the Watch Later playlist. It happens in the now playing window. But Seneca would not have been a great Stoic if he had only diagnosed the problem. He also offers a remedy. The remedy is philosophy, awareness, and purposeful action. It is a transition from the role of a passive consumer to that of an active architect of one's life. And again, let's see how this is reflected in the YouTube interface. How can we, as unauthorized users floating along with the trends, become masters of our own information field? The first step is a conscious choice. On YouTube, this is the subscriptions feature. The Help section simply states, the subscriptions feed only shows new videos from channels that the user has subscribed to. Only. That word sums it all up. Stop watching everything and start watching only what you have consciously chosen. Your subscriptions are your social circle. They are your mentors, your teachers. Seneca said that you should spend time with the wise people of the past, Plato, Zeno, Epicurus, by reading their works. Today, this means subscribing to those who impart knowledge, inspire reflection, and teach new things. Review your subscriptions. Each channel on this list is a door. Where does it lead? to degradation or to development, ruthlessly unsubscribe from anything that steals your time and gives nothing in return. Form your own personal academy. This is the first and most important step towards digital awareness. The second step is to transition from passive consumption to active searching. Don't wait for the algorithm to suggest something. Ask questions yourself. To do this, use the search function, which allows you to search for videos, channels, or playlists. The difference is enormous. When you scroll through your feed, you are an object being influenced. When you type a query into the search bar, you are a subject seeking knowledge. You are in control of the process. This is the philosophical approach to life. Not just accepting the world as it is, but actively exploring it, asking questions and seeking answers. And finally, the highest stage of user evolution, which Seneca could only dream of. There is a modest Create button in the interface. Its function allows you to upload a video or start a live broadcast. It is a transition from consumption to creation. Seneca believed that one of the highest goals in life is to benefit others and share wisdom, to stop being just a spectator in the theater of life and take the stage yourself. Creating content is not just about recording videos. It is a process of comprehending information, structuring thoughts, and honing arguments. To teach others something, you must first thoroughly understand it yourself. This is the most effective way to learn. You don't have to become a YouTube blogger. Creating, in a broad sense, means applying the knowledge you have gained. Read a book on finance, make a budget, watch a course on programming, write your first program, learn about Seneca's philosophy. Try to live one day consciously. This is real life, not an imitation of it. Seneca warned that there are many temptations on the path to conscious living. In his opinion, crowds corrupt us. They drag us down to our baser instincts, curiosity about cruelty, lust, anger. Let's take another look at YouTube's rules. The platform is forced to combat this by imposing restrictions. The rules state that YouTube may impose an age restriction 18+ on content if it contains, for example, threats to the safety of children, dangerous activities, nudity and sexual content, violent or shocking content, or profanity. This list is not just a technical regulation. It is a map of the darkest corners of human nature, those very sirens that distract us from a meaningful life. Violent or shocking content is the modern gladiatorial combat that Seneca so despised. It is our unhealthy curiosity about the suffering and tragedies of others. Nudity and sexual content are the pursuit of fleeting pleasures and instincts, which, according to the Stoics, enslaves the mind. Dangerous actions are senseless risks and the pursuit of thrills for their own sake rather than for a greater purpose. YouTube tries to restrict this content from the outside, but the task of the Stoic is to establish the same rules within themselves, to create their own mental filter, to consciously refuse to click on things that appeal to our base instincts. This is the practice of internal discipline that Seneca wrote about. To choose not what hooks us, but what nourishes us. We started with the idea that life seems short, but Seneca assures us that this is an illusion created by our own busyness, our procrastination, our unwillingness to take responsibility for our attention. The platform on which you are watching this video is neither good nor evil. It is a tool, a powerful tool that can either become a time-consuming activity or the greatest library in human history. The choice is yours. You can be an unauthorized user in your own life, passively consuming whatever trends and algorithms feed you, or you can log in. Take control into your own hands. Clean up your subscriptions, keeping only those that lead you toward your goals. Use search to quench your thirst for knowledge, not to kill time. Transfer the most important items from your Watch Later playlist to your calendar and just do it. Study your history not with guilt, but with the intention of becoming better. And maybe one day, press the Create button to share your own unique experience with the world. Seneca wrote, "Life, if lived well, is long enough. To live well is to be the director of your own movie, not a passive viewer of someone else's. Your life is your main playlist, and only you can decide what to fill it with." Now, here's a small practical step. Write one thing in the comments, just one, that you've been putting off on your mental to-do list to do later, and that you commit to starting this week. Let this be our shared promise to ourselves. And, of course, if this video got you thinking, subscribe to the channel. We will continue to explore great ideas that help us live more consciously. Thank you for your time. I hope it was well spent.